little bit of drizzle at times on Friday morning too. But overall, Glastonbury is looking, by and large, dry, if increasingly breezy. Back to you both.
Matt, thank you.
A lot of people will be glad to hear that, because the tents have been pitched and the flags are flying high. Glastonbury, it's officially underway.
Yes, we know more than 200,000 people expected to be there in the end. They arrive over the next couple of days, I suppose. Colin can tell us more because he's there for us this morning. Well, there it is. That's the scene, Colin. Many, many people clearly already arrived.
Oh yes, Charlie, tens of thousands of tents were pitched yesterday. It was quite a scene. People arriving, dragging in their belongings in all kinds of ways. By the weekend, 210,000 people will be here. Glastonbury will be the biggest town or city, temporarily, in the whole of Somerset. But when we're at Glastonbury for breakfast, we like you to take you to some of the far outreaching places, some of the ones that you might not get to see on TV otherwise, and this is one of my favourites. It's Glastonbury on Sea, a full-sized recreation of a seaside pier. Sunday night, Elton John, the Pinball Wizard. We've got the Pinball Alley here, and if you come down the pier, which I believe is the biggest construction in the whole of Glastonbury outside the stages, I can introduce you to the man who is the art director. First time I've ever interviewed someone who goes by the name of Wreckeged. Now, Wreckeged, you are the man who's... this concept has a lot to do with you. Explain the idea of Glastonbury on Sea.
Well, Glastonbury on Sea is, it just shouldn't really exist. You know, we've taken like the British seaside and dropped it in a field, and it's complete escapism, really. It's just... that's what people come to festivals for.
What are some of your favourite things on here?
On here, I couldn't choose. Everything's brilliant. You know, there's the Robotorium by Giles Walker. There's Exotic Robots. This is my barbershop quartet that I built with him. We've got the Collier Cougars, One Love Machine Band, and Compressor Head. You know, I don't know.
We were hoping to see these robots in action this morning. I thought it was quite cruel interviewing me in a Barbers, but maybe I've got my revenge, because what's happened to the robots?
Well, the PC's crashed, you know, never worked with robots, children or dogs, I suppose. Yeah, it will work. It
will work, right? We're on air to 9:15. Try and get the Barbers working. Now let's chat to a lady called Claire Elsom, who is the accessibility coordinator for Glastonbury. And you try and make things like this accessible to people who maybe have visually impaired.
Yeah, I mean the festival is a big site. There's a lot going on, and we are trying to make sure that our deaf festival goers, our visually impaired festival goers, neurodivergent festival goers all have, you know, something where they can go to and experience these amazing bits of the festival.
I was down here yesterday and it was absolutely packed. So I imagine that would be quite stressful for some people.
Yeah, I mean the site is really busy, and that's probably one of the hardest things for a lot of our access customers. This year we're actually working with Glastonbury on Sea, and we're going to be having a relaxed period on Sunday, whereby the capacity is going to be reduced and the noise levels turned down, just to make it a little bit more inclusive for people who find you know, the bigger crowds more overwhelming.
Thanks, Claire. And I tell you what, I will be a lot more relaxed once Wreckeged has got his barber robots working. He's promised me.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we, Colin? We will watch with interest to see whether that all pans out okay. It does look magnificent there. It's always amazing in the morning as well. It's so calm. Everyone's asleep still.
You did see Matt's weather forecast, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good luck.